full name is Obinna, Obike, but most people just call me Obi or Obi because that's like the first 2 letters of my first and last name. Um, I'm from Prince George County, Maryland. I'm a junior computer science major. Yeah.
My name is Kaleb Oates. I am a sophomore English major, secondary education minor from the great city of Detroit, Michigan. So, just personally, I consider myself a introvert in certain situations, and this is what I tell people, is that under the right circumstance or in the right setting, in the right group of people, I become very extroverted. Small groups are kind of the setting that I enjoy most because those are the settings that are most intimate. It's all about the space. If I went to a high school with 5,000 people, then I probably would just be a fly on the wall. But because I went to a relatively small school, I was able to kind of have a space and kind of work that space. I was the class president. My graduating class was 45 people, so I don't know if that's considered if that calls for a person to be extroverted or introverted, but I was on everything. I was in everything, so.
I guess I was kind of really more introverted before I came to Howard. I started really since the day I was born to about the age of 3 or 4. Most of my communication was through nonverbal communication. I didn't really speak a lot. I talked, but I didn't really talk too much. I didn't really hang out a lot with like a lot of people outside of my immediate family. So most of it was just talking to people that like I was either introduced to or that just had kind of similar interests. It wasn't until about I got the age of middle school that I was less reserved and less shy, that I started talking a lot more. Since about from like 10 to like the day that I graduated, I was just really, really shy. Like most people kind of thought I was like a ghost. Like I didn't really say that much. Like didn't really have a lot of friends. Overall didn't really enjoy my high school experience. So I guess that all kind of changed once I got to Howard.
So I believe that Howard has a diverse way to approach one's ability to mix and mingle. I believe that Howard has the opportunity and has events that enables people who are not as social as others to be comfortable.
Howard is kind of a sociable school, and have just kind of like various cliques and groups that people are a part of that like kind of shun or exclude people who like either don't share the same interests or like are just not from the same area and whatnot. I do agree with that.
A lot of times in Howard community and Howard sanctioned events, there are numerous people there. It's just a flood of people, and so in that setting, no, I would not be a extrovert. In that setting, I would be like, when is it time to leave? Let's hurry this along. We have to go. Because again, just a lot of things come out that situation, and really, you just have to have a vibe for being in those situations and being in those spaces. So I am an introvert in that sense. However, if you put me, as I said earlier, in a small group or in a group of people who I love and I know on a different level, I become this person who cannot stop laughing. I become this person who cannot stop joking. I become this person who, displays all of these extroverted kind of styles of interaction.
But yeah, I do agree. It is kind of hard because Howard is such a sociable school. But I guess some advice for like an introverted person is just kind of being more open and flexible to trying and doing new things. Like maybe somebody comes up to you and say, hey, you want to talk, or you just want to grab lunch one day or whatever. You should be open to doing that. Like at first I got Howard, like my first semester freshman year, like I kind of ate lunch and like breakfast together, and so like my friend Chris, he just came up to me and said, hey, what's your name? I said, like, my name is Obi and whatnot. He said, we should hang out. So I was like, yeah, we should. And he started inviting me to eat breakfast together, and like from there on we started becoming more closer together, started becoming friends. Like you just gotta like take the initiative and say, okay, I see that person who's also kind of introverted, kind of to themselves. Maybe I should kind of go to them and say, hey, my name is so and so. I just saw you kind of alone there. I usually don't have anybody that I talk to. You want to kind of hang out sometime. I don't know, like go to like a random like networking session or like a random educational program that's here like at another dorm. Like that's how I met new people. Or just like go to like random buildings and like just see what's good and like see if there's like any programs that you're a part of with that. And also just do like go to like events at like other schools.
You know, if you want to give it a try, give it a try. But 9 times out of 10, you already know within yourself that this is not going to go down right. Something's going to happen. I'm going to get fed up, so on and so forth. So know yourself, and once you figure out yourself and what you like and what you dislike, stand on that and be confident in that. This is the Mackinac Bridge. In other words, this bridge is from Detroit, Michigan. It was built in 1962. 1962 is the year of the Detroit race riots. What were the Detroit race riots? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Detroit race riots. Is this a good angle?